How to develop super heightened intuition on demand. Yes, the language of intuition. If you can master intuition, if you can master this language, your reality will totally change. You will be a deliberate creator and a master of your reality. Intuition is the language beyond all languages. Intuition, you will never be wrong. Intuition can lead you to success. It will give you an edge in every part of your life. You will be ahead of the game when you master the language of intuition. So today, this is what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you 3 powerful techniques that I use, that I'm going to share with you, that will make you receive super heightened intuition on demand. That's right, you'll literally be able to tap into your intuitive powers and get ahead of the pack and create and manifest and have a marvelous life. All right, so before we get into it, let's talk about intuition. We have to know what intuition is, what language it is, and how to listen to it. All right, so basically, sum it up in short terms, intuition is the ability to have knowledge and truth without rational or analytical thinking. Intuition is the ability to just know something and know it with truth and knowledge without accessing your intellect or the reptilian mind for the answers. So when you get into intuition, you're channeling from a different dimension. You're channeling from a high source. You're channeling from super conscious states of mind, higher self, God, the universe. All right? So now you have an understanding what intuition is. So now you know. Okay, so intuition works where it bypasses my intellect mind and I just know it. And it's just truth and it happens and it comes to be truth and it manifests and it always works out. That's correct. That's intuition. Now, next component, the voice of intuition. So in order to create or activate heightened super intuition, you have to know how it speaks to you, right? Because you have these voices in your head, right? You have your intellect mind. So here's the easy way to figure it out. So here's what happens. Intuition will never speak to you in the following way. If you have to be right, or your mind keeps telling you, I just know I'm right, this is the way, it's not your intuition, it's your ego. The voice of intuition will be sudden, impactful, it will just happen. It will bypass your critical thinking mind. So if a voice in your head is saying to you, yes, we're right, let's do this, da-da-da, and you're thinking it's not your intuition. The voice of intuition is calm, it's precise, it's confident, it just knows. It doesn't talk, it doesn't say, think, it just pops in, and it mainly communicates to you through nudges, feelings. And if it communicates to you in a voice, the voice will be a voice of truth and just knowing. It won't have any impact or any incentive to be right. It will just become right. Okay? So that's, now you have a pretty basic understanding of it. All right. Now, let's get into the 3 most powerful techniques that you start using them right now, you're going to develop super heightened intuition. All right, here's the first technique that will develop your intuition to be very, very heightened. You have to set up a feedback loop with your intuition. That's right. You're going to use your body to activate your intuition. This is very powerful. Once you do this, you're gonna be blown away. You might say, whoa, this really does work. I've been using this for years. All right, so here's what you do. So pick some part of your body that you can get a signal from to set up a link with your intuitive mind to let you know if something is right or something is wrong for you. Once you develop the link, it's going to be an automatic process. So you won't even have to talk about it anymore. You'll be walking around and the link you set up will be activated. So let me give you an example with me. So what I do is I develop a link. So I pick some parts of my body that I know that is unique to me. And if it gives me a signal or some sort of attention, then I know it's my intuitive mind talking to me. So for me, I'll say this, and you can use this or you can use another part. You say, look, give me a sign if something is right for me, give me a twitch in my right eye. So my right eye now, if something is right or something is in harmony or something is good for me, or if I want to make a decision, and if I get a twitch in my right eye, then I know I'm going to go through with the process. Yes, it's my intuition or my higher self working through intuition, right? Now, for something that's not good for me, I'll say, okay, give me a ringing in my right or left ear if something isn't right, or if something isn't wrong, if something is wrong for me or isn't right for me, right? I want you to get that. That's very powerful. Now look, use this link in parts of your body. So if you're someone who constantly get twitches in the eye or ringing in the ear, then you won't use that because it could be confusing, because you naturally get ringing in your ear or twitching in your eyes. So use another body part. Maybe say, give me a my toes, or if I feel my fingers, or pick something on your body that you know that is unique to you, that when it responds back to you, say, oh, this is my intuition. Okay? Now that's very powerful. That feedback loop now establishes that you're connected with your true self. I've done this plenty of times. So if there's times when I have to make an investment, or to do something that's right, or to invest, or to meet someone, I know these links. If I start to go out and I start to meet someone, all of a sudden I get a ringing in my ear, or someone's talking to me and says, hey Mark, I want you to invest, or I want you to get on board with this, and I'm talking, and all of a sudden my ear starts to ring, then I know ahead of time. I said, nope, can't do business. Okay? Because I know it wasn't right. Or if I'm out and someone's doing something and I'm thinking of doing something, all of a sudden my eyes start to twitch, I said, okay, good, I'm on the right path. I'll go ahead and I'll do that, or I'll invest with that, or I'll go that direction. Never been wrong before since I've been doing this. All right, that's the first method. The next method is listen to your gut literally. Here's the next one, very powerful one as well. So what you do is you literally place your hand on your gut and just relax. Then you ask questions out aloud. For example, you could say, should I go with so-and-so? Should I invest with that? Is this right for me? Or is this person this? Or is this direction? Should I take this job? Should I go to this trip? Whatever it is, anything you want to find or know if you're going to be successful or you should hold back, you put your hands on your gut. See, what happens is when you put your hands on your gut, what's going to happen now is you're going to feel something within your gut. So if the event or the situation is a go ahead for you, your gut's going to feel this soothe and relax and calm feeling. If something isn't right or you shouldn't do it, you either feel one of the following. You may feel a little bit queasy, a little bit nervous in the gut. There's your answer. Okay, why does this work? Well, here's something about your gut. Your gut is the intrinsic nervous system. It has neurotransmitters, just like your brain. Your gut and your heart operate independently from your brain. That's right, your gut has a mini brain. Your gut communicates to higher intelligence, higher source, superconscious mind without the interference of your mind. So when you get these feelings coming in, they bypass your critical thinking mind or your intellect mind, and they come true as truth, knowledge, and source. You do this, you'll never be wrong, because you're not interfering with a thinking, rational mind. You're not saying, well, maybe I should, I don't know. It's clear, boom, it goes right through. You either feel it, that, okay, it feels good, I'm going with it. If you feel queasy, a little bit unnerving, a little bit nervousness in the stomach, no, don't do it. That's how you're going to develop heightened super intuitive powers, right? So we have those two. All right. Next one now, last one, very powerful. We're going to use the energy of the sun. That's right. Using the sun will give you heightened super intuition on demand. Very simple. What you do is basically walk outside on a sunny day, stand where you can feel the energy of the sun. Do not look up on the sun. Don't gaze at the sun. Okay? Just stand somewhere where the sun can radiate your entire body. Once you feel your body being warmed by the sun or the energy of the sun, go ahead and ask questions out loud again. For example, how would it look to have this? How can I get that? What would my life look like with this? Is this right? Should I go there? Should I do this? Ask those questions out aloud. Once you do that and you're feeling the energy of the sun, you're automatically tapped in to that higher source of intuitive powers again. Why? Well, the sun. The sun gives energy to all life. Without the sun, nobody would be here. Not even life could exist without the sun. The sun's energy is the starter or the powerhouse of all vibrational forces. The sun radiates tremendous amounts of energy in different forms of wavelengths and light. And the atomic components and the particles in the sun, they come together, they entangle, and they create these vibrations that we interpret as our reality. So once you're tapped into that sun's energy, you're transmuting it. You're actually taking the energy and you're fueling it, and it's a direct link to source. So it comes back to you again in knowledge and truth without any critical thinking. So the minute you ask that question and the sun, okay, and you say, okay, how would it feel to do this? Or what can I do to get that? And you let it go and you start to walk off. Boom, the answer might just come to you right then and there. It may not come right then and there, but what about later on if you're having dinner? Boom, all of a sudden it comes in your head. Oh, that's what I'll do. I should have done that. That's how it works. It'll actually come into your critical thinking mind, but your critical thinking mind will decode it as truth and knowledge fast. In other words, your critical thinking mind won't even stop it and say, hey, why don't you do this? It'll just be, hey, do this, do that. Try that, go there. There it is. 3 most powerful ways to develop super heightened intuition. Now, these are very, very powerful. You start to do this, you're going to see a lot of changes in your life. Because now you have a cheat code. Call it a cheat code. You're going to be ahead of everyone. The business deals, success, making money, happiness, whatever you want. Because you're speaking or you're tapping into the right hemisphere of your brain where you have the etheric knowledge, the truth, and you're going to bypass pretty much everyone. You're going to be on point, you know? So now you have this powerful teaching that you can use right now to develop super heightened intuition on demand.